Fucking spoiler alert.
Live.
What the fuck have I just watched?
That was the recycled Valentine's Day intro.
Almost died. Almost died during the intro. I'm sitting there watching the intro. Corner of my fucking eye got a spider. So I'm taking down from my fucking microphone. So,
is that what you were pounding on? I can see down on the floor. I thought your computer was messed up.
I just killed 2 movies.
Yeah.
Little fucker. So, find a movie in the fucking house.
There was a big Valentine's Day sale for Arrow Video, and I started making that intro and then abandoned it for some reason, and then I found it and finished it. So I figured I'd use it. But I got some import titles in. I always like to have Tony on when we do import titles because I don't know these companies or anything about this garbage. Plus, Tony's been buying a bunch of shit. Tony's been buying like regular Tony. that's what he's expanding that movie room or something. I don't know. He's got some kind of secret because usually Tony doesn't buy like this. Packing titles right now.
Yeah, I don't know about anything at all. Yeah, it's I don't know what's come over me at the moment. You know what I mean? Picking up VHS, picking up other things, picking up movie posters. I mean, movie posters at the moment I've just got wild with. But I picked up some cool posters recently. Picked up about a dozen last Saturday. Man, I mean, I'm going to have to do a video at some point. It's really hard to video posters and do anything with it to make it look right. But I picked up some absolute bangers, some real good stuff. So I'm going to have to try and do something.
How are you going to do a video about posters? Are you just like rolling the thing like this? And it's it's just not really.
Yeah. It's really difficult. The other thing I could think of was either take some videos and then splice it in, and I don't know. I'll figure some way of doing it, but.
On Famous Last Words, we're not planning on being on here very long, but we're just gonna go through these pickups and a little bullshit. And how about the big news today? Prey 4K is coming in October. When did that movie come out? And now we're just getting the 4K.
Oh, yeah. Was it end of last year, beginning of this year? I believe early this year, late last year.
Yeah, last year I think. Yeah.
Just finally coming to 4K, so maybe there's hope for.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, these others that haven't actually gotten a release yet. But I mean, Alan, you're going to just hang on to the bootleg you got, right? You're not going to pick up the 4K.
I'm hanging on to the bootleg, but I'm also going to get the 4K. So,
yeah.
So I know all the fuckers out there think you buy a bootleg, you're not going to support physical media, because God forbid I'm not going to do that. But I'm definitely going to get the 4K, but I'm still going to hang on to that bootleg. I mean, I'm not going to. Unless somebody needs it, I'll give it to Ryan or give it to one of my kids if they want it. But
it's not like a movie comes out and somebody goes, "Man, I hope they bootleg it." That way, I can save $8.
Yeah,
these are all bootlegs behind me. These are all bootlegs. So I just stream and buy bootlegs is what I do.
Yeah, well, that's supporting physical media streaming, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's catch up with the chat and see what Alan grabbed. This fucking thing is lagging like crazy. Spicoli, what's going on, man?
What's up, Reed?
Hagen K. By the way, Spicoli, awesome pull on those slips, man. You got that good and the bad and the ugly slip. People would kill for that.
Man.
Yeah.
I have one, but I had somebody make it for me. Side hustle made mine.
Yeah.
So.
Texas, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Texas?
Another day. Tony, what's going on?
Hello, Tony.
Sean Blue Digital, what's up, man?
No, Sean.
He's got about 80 videos coming up. He does a lot of watch-alongs over there. Everybody's saying, what's up? Everybody's saying hello. Basement Blues. I want to see everything in this intro. I don't think any of it's up your alley, but it starts with the audition, it goes to Laid to Rest, and then High Tension, and The Hangman. That's the only whatever 4 movies.
Laid to Rest is the only one I haven't seen.
Laid to Rest is really underrated, man. It's one of those movies that really feels like a fall movie. If you want to watch a fall movie, Laid to Rest. I think the sequel's called Chrome Skull. The director only made 2 movies. He killed himself right after.
Fucking hell.
Tell you what kind of movies they are.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Why did I don't know why I put that in a Valentine's Day intro, but for some reason I thought it was a good idea.
You dark, twisted fuck.
Well, those are all love stories. Every movie in there is a love story in that stream.
Audition's the only one I've seen out of all
Of course, that's the one you've seen. Yeah. You got the arrow?
that. Yeah.
Am I the only one I'd love? It's about to be 25 years old. I would love to see a really nice 4K, even if it's a re-release from them of that.
Yeah.
He's saying, hey. Glad everybody liked the intro. Yeah, like I said, they recycled it from the Valentine's stream. Hey, Tiana.
Hey, Tiana.
What's up, Tiana?
Chris C, what's going on,
Yo,
man?
Chris. You all right, pal?
Hey, Chris.
All right. This thing is lagging like fucking crazy. Come on. There we go.
All right, like I
Let's see
said,
what Alan got
pretty
in.
slow week here. I only got a few titles in, but first thing is the shirt. Brad, thank you for the shirt.
Yeah,
Brad,
no
this from
problem,
Vinegar Syndrome up there.
Nice.
Archive.
Cool.
And
Like it.
It looks like
you
you
little
worked
ding
there.
to killing that fucking spider, but I got the It Still book in finally. I've been wanting this for a long time. I can't believe I didn't own it. Brad's seen it up there. I think what'd you pay, $10 for it?
Yeah,
Something
$10.
like
I was at like a
No, that's
Walmart
good.
in Maryland.
And I asked him to go ahead and
Really?
grab it, so he was nice enough to grab this for me while he was up there. I'm sure everybody's saying this. Thing's been out 100 years, but great looking steelbook. Love the movie.
Yeah, it's cool.
I do have it, just like a basic release, but I'm glad to have that steelbook. Because I'm a psychopath, I ordered this off eBay. It was out of print, but this is the number 5 in the Screenbox line. So I paid a little extra for it. It wasn't bad. It was like $60.
Hey,
But
you
this
show
thing
the
was sold out pretty fast.
show the number on the spine for Tony in the chat.
It's number 5. Well, it's on the case, and it's on the inside too.
Okay, there you go, Tony.
Yeah. So number 5. So
You just made an eBay.
I'm not
seller
sure what
very
they're
happy.
doing. I've heard Garrett talk about it a little bit, and I think what it is they've had some delays on some shit, and so they're releasing what they have ready to be released, and that's why it's not in order. But supposedly they are eventually going to release every number in the line, so to kind of fill in the gaps. But
Right.
I grabbed number 5. Glad to get that. This is an old IFC Midnight. Let me take that back. It's actually an IFC Films, but it's listed as an IFC Midnight on their list. But when they released this, they only released this on video on demand. This was actually released by IFC Films, the fucking Horror Pack, and something else. MPI or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's called Dead Hooker in the Trunk. So it sounds like it would be a blast. I think this was a Horror Pack exclusive. I think I got this really cheap off eBay.
Right.
So yeah, Dead Hooker in the Trunk sounds like a good time. It might be complete shit. I don't know. But I'm trying to go back and grab some of the old IFC Midnights. I really like IFC Midnight films, and this is one that kind of drew my interest, so I wanted to pick it up. And here's another one, same thing. This is an IFC Midnight film, but this was an overseas release. IFC Midnight only did it on streaming only, but it's a movie called Primal.
Primal. No, I don't know that
It's
one.
not a zombie film. It's like this girl gets they go to some kind of like ancient archive. She's like an anthropologist. And her
Okay.
and some friends go to like seek out this cave or this certain place or whatever. She goes swimming in this hole. She comes out. She starts turning into this crazy bitch.
Right.
And starts like attacking her friends. That's all I know about it. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like a good time.
That is a UK release as well.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect example of be careful what you buy online. I've seen this advertised on Facebook a million times. Whenever people were opening this thing up, they were opening it like this. It was like big. They had it like going over their doorway. That's how big it was. This is what I fucking got in. Look how small that motherfucker is. I mean, people were opening this thing up online, holding it with both fucking hands, just like freaking out over it. And I was going to put it over my doorway coming in, Freddie kind of hanging down. And I got this fucking shit in. I opened this bitch up. I said, you got to be shitting me. I mean, look how small it is. I mean, the detail on it is really good.
Yeah.
You know, it's not bad.
Where was that from?
What's that?
Where was it from?
Fuck, I don't know. Some goddamn Korean company on fucking Facebook. I don't know. But I only paid like $28, $30 for it or whatever. But like people were in boxes and they were putting hats on this motherfucker, like Freddy hats. What kind of fucking Freddy hat am I gonna put on this bitch? Yeah. So y'all be careful what you get online. If y'all seen the unboxing of my Office Space box set, it was missing a coffee mug. I got my coffee mug in because I'm psycho.
Cool.
Thank
So
God.
I got that for $6. So
That's
I got that now. So, and that's it, man. It's a pretty slow week over here.
Yeah,
I got a lot of fucking pre-orders coming, but nothing.
Yeah, I got a lot of pre-orders myself coming.
I think my Chucky shit's coming in tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
So
USPS is a lot of people got Severin stuff's finally shipping, so that's good news. Finally.
What, 2 months later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I forgot what I even fucking ordered. I know I got that dog coming. So
Catch up with the chat here. Okay, I backed out, so I don't have everything here. So I'm just going to start where I have it. Unless, Alan, can you see where we were in the chat? Because I had to back out and close some files.
let's see.
Trying to think, what was the last chat?
It was right after Rob Channel Loves Movies, whatever. Right after Chris C. Culture Training was the first one, right there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, I have that. Trini, what's up, man?
Yeah, hello, Trina.
Everybody's saying what's going on.
What's up, Trina?
Caveman, what's going on, man?
Hello, Kevin.
What's up, Caveman?
You have no idea what you've just done here. showing that spot.
I know Chris C picked it up also, Tony. It's available on eBay. It's not that expensive. You're gonna pay about $20 more than what it listed for.
Yeah.
So give or take.
You just made an eBay seller very happy.
Yeah.
But I did talk to Tony about that whole thing, and he ain't happy. He's probably more upset than Alan is about that. The mixed match thing. I mean, what the hell kind of line is that? That doesn't even make any sense. You got to order
1, 2, 3
company, 3 titles from that company,
5, 11. It's all over the fucking place.
It's a mess. They're saying what's up. Manny, damn, they made a movie about that.
Hello, Crusher.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Crusher?
Everybody's saying what's up. Today is KB's 53rd birthday. Oh, cool, man. Yeah.
Damn, he's a little older than me.
Nice.
KB loves movies. Yeah. I think he's talking to Reed about doing his little show.
Cool.
I did one last year sometime. It was a good time.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, took notice recently. He'd had a couple of people on from the UK, which was cool.
Yeah. I'm sure, he'll get everybody sooner or later. Oh. That's for a doggy door.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty saying, hey. Hall and Oates saying hey to Uncle Tony. A lot of A's here, man. I guess to get through them all. Man. Brett Madison says he's got his Umbrella Razorback 4K with shirt, the book and figure. It's really nice. Anyone get that? The book is crazy big. I didn't order that.
I didn't grab that. I did order 2 titles from Umbrella today, though. I canceled my Talk to Me Steelbook from Amazon and I ordered that set from Umbrella, the one with the hand.
Yeah.
It was bigger than this fucking Freddy is. And also to get the free shipping, because shipping was going to be like $38. And so in order to get free shipping, I had to be over 150. So I bought the Pusher, the Pusher trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. They had a nice 4K set of that. I think it might just be Blu-ray. That one might just be Blu-ray, but it's a nice set of those 3 movies.
Yeah.
So I did that today. That kind of hit the old pocketbook a little bit.
I don't think it's Mads Mikkelsen. I think it's a French actor.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen's in the first 2.
Okay.
He's not in part 3, but he's in the first 2.
Yeah.
So he's not like the starring guy in it, but he's like the probably second or third cast of the movie. So I think it's the first thing he ever did. First or second movie he's ever done.
Yeah.
Well, Sam and that Jamie Lannister guy came up together. They did movies together in the same country. They're from the same place. And they were in a bunch of those movies together before they came over here.
Hagen says Screambox wanted to spread FOMO. Yeah, it's weird. It's a line within the line, and the line, the owners are licensing it out to other companies, but they still have to have their Screambox logo on the spine. It's almost guaranteeing sales. I mean, that's I guess a smart way to look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe they know exactly what they're doing, and it's just whoever wants the title, who's ever willing to pay the most gets the title, but it still has to come with the Screambox logo. So,
well, Kino's doing the same thing. They got that new line, the Kino Cult.
Kino Cult,
They just announced part 3 to that, which was the Tower of Dark. Was it the
Dark Tower?
The Dark Tower.
Yeah.
And they got part 2 and or they got number 2 and number 3 out. They're numbered spines, but number 1 was supposed to be a 4K and it got delayed. So number 1's not even came out yet, but part 2 and 3's already come out. Or spine number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So who knows? Hopefully this ain't becoming more of a regular thing.
I don't know. It's
most people don't give a fuck. There's a lot of psychopaths that do.
I think most people do. That's the thing. I think most people do care about it.
They might say they don't, but
yeah,
make you scratch your head a little bit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people care about that. Cool. Crusher, are we going to get anything from the 1980s TV tonight? Well,
yes.
We got Tony on here. Of course we are.
Yeah. Everybody's saying, what's up? Hagen K. You guys know if Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare is streaming anywhere? I sure don't, man.
No, I'm not sure. To be fair, I don't really keep up with streaming. I use very, very little streaming services.
Yeah. Tubi, maybe. Basement Blues pops. That hand is 7-inch tall, the size of the steelbook. Okay. Size of a real hand.
Yeah.
Tim Talks Talkie said A24 will have that Talk to Me hand, a better version, much nicer, FYI. Well, if Tim says so. Let's see what Tony got in. Like I said, he's having a breakdown over there, so it's good to support his channel. Make sure you subscribe to it because he's falling apart. Tony never buys like this ever. Two titles maybe. He's got stacks of shit over there.
Yeah, there's stuff flying in everywhere, and it's I don't know what's going on at the moment. I'm picking VHS up, I'm picking old DVDs up. I'm just going nuts. So I got a stack of VHS tapes, and a friend of mine was she was charity shopping a couple of weeks back. I was at work. I got a phone call. She had them in a charity shop. There's loads of VHS tapes. Do you want me to pick anything up? I said, well, yeah, well, grab whatever you think. So she grabbed a big handful of them and she sent them over this week. So she grabbed Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead on VHS.
Never seen that.
It's been years since I've seen it, to be honest. And all these are really, really good condition. There was I think these were like 25 pence a tape. So like, call it 25 cents a tape. They were for next to nothing. Really good film. I love this one, American History X. Brilliant brilliant film. I think one of Edward Norton's better films. Edward Furlong's pretty good in it as well as. Well, Edward Norton's brilliant in it. Lethal Weapon 4, not the best in the franchise, but it's a good watch.
The hell you say?
Yeah.
That's
still fun. They got Jet Li in it.
That's
Yeah.
easily the best. It's not even close. For some reason, Danny Glover is like the Incredible Hulk in it, even though he's like 65. He's like muscle. He's like the muscle. He's got Jet Li in the air over his head with a pipe.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the cast, you know, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, Chris Rock, Jet Li. You know,
I still think that's the funniest in the franchise of all of them. Is that one?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, funniest, yes. It is a killer lineup, but as far as you know, I was always partial to the first and the second one, but so that's pretty
I mean,
cool.
I like all four of them, but that's definitely the funniest. But that being said, that franchise is supposed to be action first, comedy second.
No,
that was a fucking comedy.
Butters,
biscuit,
cookies, or something, whatever his name is.
The one of the only Mike Myers films that I do truly like, because I don't really like much of his stuff, is So I Married an Axe Murderer. Brilliant film, dark comedy. His portrayal of people from Scotland in this film, so his mother and his father in this, and the Scottish accent he does just gets me every time. It's brilliant.
He's from Canada. There's a good chance his parents are Scottish.
Yeah.
So you heard it here, folks. The people in the UK do not like Austin Powers. That's all I heard.
Yeah, it's fucking wank. You know what I mean? It's fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. You know what I mean? It just everything about Austin Powers does my head in. You know?
Well, over here we think, you guys are Austin Powers.
That's exactly what
that show all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You know what I mean? It's
we're idiots. That's what you're saying. When he's in the bathroom with Tom Arnold and he sees him and he's got his blue outfit on and he's like, "Hey, boy, you in the show?" And he goes, "Actually, I'm English."
Actually, I'm English. I got an ex-rental copy of Three Kings.
Pretty good movie.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it. I always thought it was loads of fun. There's nothing serious about it. It's the three decent actors. You know what I mean? Clooney, Wahlberg, and Cube. They do a decent job in it. It's a fun little romp. This one's quite a good pickup. The film's okay. It's not brilliant, but there's not much of a release of this. There's definitely no Blu-ray of it in the UK. I think there might be a DVD. But I would imagine somebody will pick it up on Blu-ray at some point. Meteor Man, if you remember that one. It's a crazy little sort of like comedy superhero kind of thing.
See, he'll pull up Meteor Man and goes, "Everybody's seen this one." I've never even heard of that.
Have you not? It's actually all right. It's as far as these kind of films go.
I've heard of it, but Robert Townsend, he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's not a good guest.
But no, they like I said, I think there may be a DVD release, but there's definitely not a Blu-ray release of it. But it's good fun. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So that was it for VHS, and then I think I explained in the last live stream we've got a charity bookstore that's quite close to us, and they also carry films, DVDs, VHS tapes, Blu-rays, whatever's donated to them. And I was in there a couple of weeks back, and I was just going through sacks, and I mean there was literal mail sacks just full of films, and I was flipping through it all for them to see what they had. And I pulled a few titles out for myself. If you go to this place, it's near me. They have a couple of stores sort of within a 20-mile radius of where I live. And you can take 3 titles away for completely free. You don't have to pay anything, or you can make a little donation. The other thing they say is if you just take 3, don't be greedy about it. And if you bring back what you've already watched to switch out again, then it helps them keep sort of turning things around so people get a chance to see certain things. So I picked a few titles up from there. This was quite a cool one. It was a documentary, a wrestling documentary called From Backyard to Big Time, the documentary about the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
I've never seen this one. I've seen multiple Hardy Boys documentaries. There's about 4 or 5 out, but I don't think this is an official documentary. I think this was cobbled together by a couple of guys, and I'd never seen this anywhere, so I'll pick that up to give that a watch. That should be okay. I don't own a copy of this on Blu-ray, and I don't know why. I mean, I think 88 put it out in the UK, and I never owned a copy of it all, which is a bit bizarre for me. But it was Short Circuit 2. Again, not the best. Short Circuit's a better film, but it is what it is. It's still a nice little flick.
Again, like just the way you phrase that, like I can't believe I haven't owned this before now. It's amazing.
Hey, you know me. You know what I mean? You know me. You guys are picking all these horror titles up and shit, and I'm just going through a back catalogue of 80s nonsense.
I got the alternate cut of Mac and Me.
Hey, don't get me started on that. We have no fucking release of Mac and Me in the UK. You know what I mean?
He's showing Short Circuit 2. I'm showing dead hookers in fucking trunks.
Have you seen
I'm sure that's a like classic thing.
The alternate ending of, I think it's Mac and Me. With
Yeah.
the kid in the wheelchair and everything.
Wheelchair goes over the cliff.
Well, that's a great. Yeah, that's a hilarious thing.
Yeah, it's nuts. So if you think Short Circuit 2 was crazy, and again, there's no release of this in the UK at the moment apart from this DVD. It is Splash.
That's a
very
great movie.
controversial.
It's a great movie.
Movie right now, where Disney
yeah.
edited it. I think Disney edited it for streaming.
Possibly.
They took away the like half a second of nudity that you see in the movie. They took it off.
Yeah, but it's good fun. John Candy, Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah.
John Candy playing handball. He's like sucking wind. He's like, how long have we been playing? Hell, about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
He has a cooler of beer sitting in the corner.
But I'm surprised no one's done anything with this. To be fair, I mean, in the UK, there's no Blu-ray release of it. There's no nothing. I would imagine it would come at some point, but hell, and I didn't own a copy, so I'll pick that up. No, you will piss your pants at this one. This is a first release. I don't know if you guys got these in the US. You might have done. But first release DVD back in fucking whatever it was, 99 over here, 98, 99 when we started getting them. They came in a dual case, similar to a CD would come in. And I've got a bit of an obsession with dual case DVDs, and they had a couple in there. So I picked up the #1 video hits of Michael Jackson. No, but there's a reason. There is a reason. It has got Thriller on here, and this is the only way to get Thriller in the UK on DVD.
Yeah.
So, but these dual cases, I always really liked them. I don't know why they didn't keep them. I think it was maybe a cost thing. They went, but I've always liked those cases. Yeah, exactly like a CD, but bigger version.
Yeah, I've never seen those.
Yeah, they're cool. I've got quite a few. I've got anytime I see them lying around anywhere, I tend to pick them up because they do look good. But the good thing about them
Tony's ears perking up.
Yeah,
the blues, Tony.
is the insert in it pretty much like a CD. If I can get the damn thing
I don't
out.
think we ever got those over here.
No, it's like a booklet. It's like a booklet as well. So that's quite cool. So that was good. Like I said, trying to get a hold of Thriller in the UK, unless you want it on VHS, you know what I mean? I think this was the only way to get it. So that's cool. Another dual case now, and this is I fucking love this film. It's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
That's a great movie. Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant. Probably one of Guy Ritchie's best. And again, this is dual case. Yeah. Well, that's what they like inside. And then obviously the other side is the booklet. So as a DVD release when they were really cool, and the only thing I can imagine was it was a cost saving thing that they went away from these kind of cases because the first superior, you know what I mean? They're really, really good.
They're brittle like a CD case. So I imagine
very,
shipping.
Very, very brittle. Exactly the same as a dual case that a CD comes in, and we all know what they're like. You know, what I mean, they've not stood the test of time at all. And these were probably the exact same. But anything you see in this kind of box in the UK would have been a first release DVD.
If you want to see a real British film, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, you can't understand a fucking word that's been said. And they're not even like those gypsy people. They're just
Cockneys, Londoners.
Yeah, inner city Londoners, and you need the subtitles.
Yeah. So off the back of that one, everyone knows Snatch. That's really cool. The other one that never gets talked about, and is equally as good as all of these, was Rock and Roller.
Rock and Roller, yeah.
Rock and Roller was really good, really good film, and I don't think that gets enough love at all.
It doesn't have the big cast and the big stars. I don't think Vinnie Jones is in it even.
No, Vinnie Jones is not in that one. It's
kind of like Samuel L. Jackson and Quentin Tarantino. You need Vinnie Jones to be in the Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, definitely. But he did have I can't think of the guy's name.
Russell Crowe?
No.
No, goddamn, what's his name? I can see his face.
Yeah.
Shit. What's his name?
The guy from 300, right?
Yes.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler. That's it.
Yeah.
And he takes a really good role in it. You know what I mean? He portrays the character really well. But yeah, for some reason, Rock and Roll is not talked about enough. Lock, Stock's fantastic. You know what I mean? It does everything. It's a great film. But Rock and Roll is really good.
And it's got Tom Wilkinson and Idris Elba's in it also.
Idris Elba.
I've never seen Rock and Roll.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And then I think I showed you guys this one. Yeah. I think I showed you guys this one the other week when we was off the stream. I picked up a old Anchor Bay slipbox release of Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Two disc edition. That's really good. I mean, it's absolutely loaded with special features. And I've got a few of these old Anchor Bay slipbox ones like this. I always really like these. I always thought they were good. There's some weight in it. You know what I mean? There's booklets and 2 discs and all kinds of stuff. So I will pick these up when I find them.
DVD special editions, they were something special back in the day.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, you got a lot of value for money with them. They were good. So that was that one. And then after Crusher saying, have I picked up anything 80s TV related? Crusher, yes, I have. And it's fucking crazy. And it is Wurzel Gummidge Down Under with John Pertwee. If anybody doesn't know what Wurzel Gummidge is, for you Americans, you probably never got Wurzel Gummidge.
If anybody does know,
dude,
if anybody does know what the fuck that is,
mate, if you're from the UK, everyone knows Wurzel Gummidge, and Wurzel Gummidge is a scarecrow that comes to life, but he only comes to life in front of 2 children. Nobody else. If anybody else sees him, he's a scarecrow, but these 2 particular children, he comes to life and he has weird adventures.
Show about pedophilia or what is it? He comes alive in front of the 2 kids.
But again, everyone knows who John Pertwee is, don't you? Sean Pertwee's father. Sean Pertwee's father. Sean Pertwee's. Everyone knows Sean Pertwee, yeah.
No,
I never.
Yeah, Sean Pertwee. Dog Soldiers and Event Horizon, and Sean Pertwee's in loads of cool films. Well, this is Sean Pertwee's dad, John Pertwee, and John Pertwee was a good actor. He also played Doctor Who, but besides the Doctor Who, he was famous for playing Wurzel Gummidge, and this was a spin-off series of the main TV series that's based in Australia. So for some reason, Wurzel Gummidge the Scarecrow goes to Australia. But it's a kids' TV show from sort of late 70s, very early 80s. It's loads of fun.
They imported a Scarecrow to Australia from the UK?
Yes, for some bizarre reason, yes.
For a spin-off TV show.
For a TV show. And the lady at the back there, Una Stubbs, she plays his girlfriend called Aunt Sally. She's an old mannequin that comes to life as well. It's bizarre. It's fucking crazy.
You see what I mean? This is all coming together. It's all coming together with this.
He
plays his wife. She's a mannequin.
There's a whole thing within this franchise of Wurzel Gummidge. He can change his head, so he's got like a thinking head and a sports head and all kind of thing. And there's one particular thing in this where he's got a Nazi head, and he's got a First World War German helmet on. It's fucking nuts, but it's fun.
This is why I like streaming with Tony, because I never know what in the fuck you're gonna pull.
Wurzel Gummidge, I'll send you guys a trailer off YouTube for it. It's crazy, it's bizarre, but it's part of my childhood. And I didn't have this one. I have the standard box set, but I never had Wurzel Gummidge Down Under the Australian episodes. So that was quite cool to find. And that's it. I'm done.
Thank God. I mean, hell was that shit? All the Brits in the chat are going, "Oh yeah, Wurzel Gummidge, yeah." All right, let's see. Get it way back here. Well, Texas was checking the streaming for Freddy's Dead. It's got to be somewhere. Check YouTube. When all else fails, just check YouTube and search full movie. A lot of times it'll be on there. Yeah, you say no problem. Caveman says American History X is fantastic. First time I learned about curbing your ass or what curbing your ass meant. Yeah.
Yeah, that scene gets me every time. It's a horrible scene, and you don't actually see anything, but it's just the sound.
It's the noise. It's the noise. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to leave your home during a home invasion. For anybody wondering why you ended up in prison,
yeah,
you're not supposed to leave your house if somebody's breaking in. Follow them down the street.
yeah. Yeah, and then do that to him.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah, he enjoyed it a little too much.
Yeah.
What's up, Alicia?
Hell of a show, man. You all right?
Good to see you. Say what's up to the Horror Cholo. Caveman, hopefully get Lethal Weapon 1 through 4 in the 4K Steelbook. Release Lethal Weapon 5 next year. That's the way it'll go, too. It won't be like, will be the first 4 before 5 comes out, and then there will be another set that includes 5. Every time.
Yeah, I've got 1 to 4 on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean that's damn sure good.
I got a Blu-ray box set. It's a piece of shit.
It's great. It's not the best of releases, but
Richard Donner died, and apparently Mel Gibson's taken over as a director. But I mean, they really are too old for this shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
It'll be good though. It'll make a ton of money, I think.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, of course it will.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see Riggs and Murtaugh in this climate.
Yeah.
That they're abusing everybody, and this is the way they behave. Joe Pesci's got to come back, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll come back for that.
Yeah.
He'll come back for
that. Caveman movies and more. Three Kings, the oil scene gave me nightmares. I got to rewatch that. I haven't seen it in years. I know it's a little crime. I tend to stay away from anything with Mark Wahlberg. I'm pretty sure Mark Wahlberg's in that.
Yeah, he is.
But who's the black guy in it? There's George Clooney and then
Jamie Foxx.
Ice Cube. No, Ice Cube.
Is it Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have definitely said Jamie Foxx is a piece of shit. If and that would have been the reason. But it's Wahlberg that I just, for whatever reason, I never can get behind him. It always seems so I don't know, blank.
Yeah, there's only a handful of films. Shooter is the one for me, I think, that stands out above the rest. Shooter's a pretty good film.
He's good in
no.
Yeah. He's good in Fear, where he's playing himself, essentially.
Yeah, he's done a couple of crap things. Alone in the Dark was pretty poor.
Fucking Max Payne, which is a
Max Payne.
I love.
Max Payne, terrible in it.
Horrible in it.
It's a horrible film as well, though. To be fair, it isn't really good.
Well, you could have got Thomas Jane or somebody that looked more the part that wasn't 4 feet tall, and he did that movie, The Fighter. He's not even trying. You can just watch the movie The Fighter. He's got Christian Bale across from him. Big production. He's just not. He got mad at they changed directors or something. I can't remember what the story was, and he's just not even. He didn't do any of the boxing lessons he was supposed to do. He's just a little asshole. He's talking about the Three Kings, Manny. Everybody's saying what's up. Johnny Five.
Johnny Five is alive.
Hey, Vinicio, Caveman Johnny 5.2 is not alive or funny. Okay. Let's see what's up. I have the Shadow DVD release. It's a standard CD case. Okay. He's going around here. Jewel DVD cases are awesome. Yeah, they really are nice, man.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And it's just amazing how I would assume it was probably the Blu-ray that killed it, when they went to their own proprietary, Sony packaging. I don't know.
Yeah, if you look at it, it has to be a cost thing on them because like the production of them is really good. You know what I mean? They're good quality. They look good. They're heavy. They're sturdy. Yeah. To the standard black plastic case you get with the DVD now, that's probably like a penny's worth. You know what I mean?
Old DVD cases were fucking sturdy as hell. Now they're
flimsy as shit. Yeah.
Manny, I forgot about that movie. Yeah. Let's see what's up. Couldn't understand the dialogue in Snatch. If you couldn't understand that,
you gotta have subtitles on.
Dude, Lock, Stock is real hardcore. Like I think British people look at Snatch. British people look at Snatch and like that's Americanized. But you watch Lock, Stock, that's fucking British as shit.
Yeah.
I love the villain in it. The little it's not Bricktop. Bricktop is in Snatch. Rory Breaker is the villain in Lock, Stock. He's just this tiny little black guy with this little Jerry curl afro, but he's evil. He's pure evil.
Yeah.
And everybody is scared to death of him. When you look at him, you go, "That's the fucking villain." He looks like a Care Bear. The fuck is this? Cut to him lighting people on fire and shit. There's a sweet. I always forget it. Tony picked it up from Korea. Release of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Nova Media. Nova Media is a real nice release of that. Manny Lamont was Vinnie Jones in the movie called Night at the Golden Eagle.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Don't know. Maybe. I mean, Vinnie Jones would have gone to any film. I think he wasn't. He didn't really care what he did. It was a payday for him. So possibly. He's done a couple of good horror films as well, Vinnie Jones.
Night Train.
Night Train's really good.
Yeah.
It's gruesome as fuck.
He's had a big career.
Yeah, considering he was just a football player.
Yeah. He looks like a rugby
I seen Trina mention this earlier when y'all were talking, and when he said Cockney earlier, I thought about it, so I pulled it off the shelf. You ever seen that, Tony?
Cockney vs. Zombies. Yeah, it's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
The guy who's in that, the short Cockney guy, the older gentleman with glasses on, he's in Lock, Stock as well. He's in a lot of those sort of like British gangster films.
Yeah, he plays Bricktop in Snatch.
Yeah. But no, Cockney vs. Zombies is really good.
That's his full name. That's his Christian name. Bricktop. Nobody calls him anything else but Bricktop. And he's a tiny little British guy.
Yeah.
As one of the greatest lines of dialogue ever in Snatch. Do you know what Nemesis means? Speech.
Yeah.
Get us a tea, Errol.
Yeah,
but bodies. Bring us a tea.
Yeah, but Cockney vs. Zombies it's really good. You know what I mean? It has that sort of like nice twist, sort of like 20 minutes into the film, and it just sort of rolls in a different direction. Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's a decent little film.
Sasha, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Yo, you all right?
Yeah, another. If you're not subscribed to UK Tony, you need to. Another fellow Brit. Hello, I just received 14 or so Criterion Blu-rays. Should I be showing them? It never occurred to me to do that. It's not about so much showing them. It's about the hey, have you seen this? What do you guys know about this title? Did you guys pick this one up? Do you know anything about the features or anything like that? It's not so much, hey, look what I got in, like some of these retards. It's more like, hey, I want to know more about
Monkey, that's the one that makes the makes like the stone slips, right?
Flips and inserts.
Yeah.
He does custom everything for his release.
You got some cool shit over there.
Yeah.
It's a new name on me. I've never come across it before, Sexy Monkey. So I should be checking your channel out.
Yeah, definitely check them out.
Yeah, got some cool shit.
Yep. Man Lamont, John Pertwee, and the Doctor Who used karate.
Yeah. See, someone knows who John Pertwee is.
I'm sure I'd know if I saw him. Sasha saying I saw.
There we
him
go.
as a
See?
child.
There we go. There we go.
Crusher. Some must have watched a lot of CITV back in the day, or someone must have watched.
Yep.
Next is going to be Funhouse or Postman Pat.
Oh, don't get me started with Funhouse. Funhouse is fantastic.
Fucking
Fuckers over
Captain
there
Kangaroo would beat Postman
show.
Pat's ass. Mr. Rogers beat all y'all's asses.
TV is just part of your culture over there. Like we will never understand here. We will never know what.
Massively.
I've seen documentaries about a few British documentaries about British people, and without fail, TV shows are mentioned in every one of them. They'll just be having an over conversation. It's like, did you see such and such last night? And then they'll argue about if it's a soap opera or not.
Yeah.
And one guy's, it's not a soap at all, you know. And the other guy's like, no, fuck you, it is a soap. You know, you're gay for watching it. You should be watching that shit. And you know, like it's just a weird. And they're sipping tea. You know, it's just strange. But TV and soaps, it seems like it's a really big deal over there.
It's a huge thing. Soap opera is a huge thing. Obviously, back in the day, when I was a kid, we only had 4 channels in the UK. So only having 4 channels worth of TV meant that those channels at that particular time were doing excellent stuff. They was putting excellent content out. There was a slot in a day between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, Monday to Friday, that was just aimed at children on 2 stations. That was a big thing. Coming home from school to watch that was a big thing. And
it was the same way here back in the day. We had like 4 channels. And the afternoon after school to like, prime time was all kid shit.
Yeah.
Until the news came on.
Yeah, and then you sort of got like early evening, 6 o'clock till 8, aimed at a sort of like teenage demographic up to sort of like mid-20s, and then from sort of like 9 o'clock onwards, because it was like it was classed as the watershed in the UK. So anything that came on after 9 p.m. was allowed for adults only, so 18 only. So like detective programs and documentaries and stuff like that. They'd show films. So it was a big thing, and everyone talked about it. And you buy a sort of TV guide, and you'd ring shit that you wanted to watch, and you look what was coming on for the week. Not like now, you know what I mean? Where I couldn't tell you what's on a single fucking station anymore. I have no idea because I don't watch any normal telly. Everything I watch on TV is streamed. You know what I mean? Whether that's streaming services free from the UK, so BBC or ITV, whether that's free streaming services like Pluto or the other ones that are kicking around, or even the paid stuff, Netflix, Amazon. We always stream TV in here. I've not watched anything in ages. See, he knows who he is. Wurzel, get in there, Gareth. Go check out Gareth's channel, Video Tasties. He's got a big channel over here in the UK. He does some excellent stuff. He's a big VHS collector as well as. He hosts some great nights. He does some great watch-alongs on his channel as well.
But it used to be different in our generation and down, around my generation, where there was no TiVo, there was no nothing.
Yeah.
It was like if you weren't there to watch it, you didn't see it. So it meant more. It actually meant more to actually go. And now it's like nobody watches anything; they just scroll.
Yeah, I mean,
there wasn't no finding it.
Yeah,
it was over.
Yeah. And I can remember back in the day, sort of getting cable TV in the UK. So that would have been about 92. I think we got cable TV in the UK. And I remember some of the stations that was the first stations that was on British cable. Stations like TNT and Bravo. They showed some fantastic shows. And then I started to watch reruns of old stuff again. And I really enjoyed it. TCM, we had TCM over at the time. They showed some great films. And I think up to sort of like 94, 95 in the UK was still good for TV. And then you roll off the back of that when Sky starts rolling in. and they just fucking kill everything. You know what I mean? It just means it makes it all meaningless.
The only thing that people watch live now is sports.
Sports. Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah. Like soap operas are a big thing in the UK. Each channel, ITV, BBC, Channel 4, Channel 5, have got their own soap operas. So EastEnders is a big thing on the BBC. Coronation Street is a big thing on ITV. They are cornerstones of British television. Everyone tunes in. Millions and millions of people tune in 5-6 days a week to watch those soap operas. They're still a big thing. And they've been a big thing, especially Coronation Street. It's been a big thing since the 60s. So it's a British institution. Apart from those, I don't know what anybody else is watching on normal TV anymore. I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, it's soap operas are a thing here, but they're for the elderly almost exclusively. I think nobody watches them under the age of 75 probably here. Or unless those weirdo, maybe weirdo cat ladies about 50, 55,
yeah,
don't have kids or anything. But and they're only on if they were, I don't know if they're still on or not, but they would be on during the day, like noon on a weekday, and they'd be on for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to have some that were like that was lunchtime soap operas in the UK. But the two big ones, well, three, there's one called Emmerdale as well, which is about a village in Yorkshire. Those come on sort of tea time, 6 o'clock, a little bit later on in the evening, 8 o'clock. But we had some that was predominantly lunchtime soap operas in the UK. There was quite a few. So it is a big thing. Soap opera is a big thing within the UK.
It's just like I watched the documentary. I believe it's called The Debt Collector. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's about a British debt collector in like a really hard industrial city, and but he was a member of the IRA and stuff, and he's missing a finger, and he's got scars all over him and shit. Anyway, he's in the boxing gym. They just like a guy just got knocked out. They just collected a debt from a guy where they beat the shit out of him. The guy was throwing up from the beating that they gave him, and then they're back there. They're back in the office. Their knuckles are bloody, and they're drinking tea and they're talking about the soap opera that was on last night. Did you see it last night? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like these are all goons, just fucking scarred up, just knifed and shit. It's just you would never see that here. Like the toughest guys in the United States are not watching soap operas at 9 p.m. on a weeknight. And if they did, they'd never, ever talk about it. Yeah.
They're also drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon. They're not drinking tea.
Yeah. Face tattoos, missing teeth. What's going on? Manny, John Pertwee had a cameo in the old movie. A Funny Thing Happened on the way. Now, is this Jamie Lannister's dad, John Pertwee, or am I thinking of a different guy?
No, I can't think who his dad is.
Was he in 28 Days Later? As one of the militia guys.
No, he played a Doctor Who. That's you're thinking of. Christ, what's his name?
He's been in things too.
Yeah, he was when Doctor Who got rebooted. He was the series like season 1 Doctor Who. He's in 28 Days Later as well. He plays the sergeant of the militia group. Christ, why can't I think? Christopher. Somebody will know it in the chat. I can't think of his name. He's a good actor. He's done quite a bit. He's a Mancunian. He's from quite near where I'm from.
I'm looking at John Pertwee right now on IMDb. I don't know who the fuck that is. I've never seen this guy in anything, not one thing. I've never seen that guy in my life.
He was Doctor Who for years.
You said his son's an actor.
Yeah, Sean Pertwee. You'll know Sean. Yeah,
probably the one I know.
Yeah, I recognize him. That's his son there.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh yeah, he's been in everything, man.
Yeah, Dog Soldiers and Event Horizon, and he's done absolutely shitloads.
4K Lowdown, what's going on, man?
Hello, man. We okay?
What's up, man?
See, Sasha, you're wondering about the halls and why that's important. This is what the hall ends up being. We're just going on now. Who's this guy? Why do you fuckers like soap operas so much? fuck's wrong with you? Yeah. Jewel DVD case I have is the first Saw film. Oh,
First
cool.
Saw film. Yeah.
Chrissy, I love Wahlberg and Rockstar and Fear. That's about it.
Yeah.
He's just
I do like
he's
Rockstar
kind of-
also.
It's kind of stale. That's just me though. I mean, I know a lot of people love that guy. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
Sasha says I don't like Mark Wahlberg either. However, he is good in the film he made with James Gray. I don't know that one.
I don't.
Maybe I do, but I'm not sure. I mean, third or fourth on the call sheet. I can't see him carrying anything himself.
Yeah.
Caveman movies and more. Joe Pesci will try driving his scooter through the drive-through just to see how they fuck with him in the drive-through. They always fuck you in the drive-through. But yeah,
it would be great to see Joe Pesci come back and do just some pure comedy again.
Yeah,
I love his comedy.
Big comedy career. Yeah, it'd be nice. He's very selective. I would think he would do this one though. I just like what Alan said. I think he'll do it. They get Chris Rock and everybody to come back. I think they'll do it.
Yeah.
Caveman says snapper cases were pretty sturdy for what they were. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked the snapper case. I know a lot of people didn't like them, but I always think they were okay.
4K Lowdown saying Vinnie Jones was in Night of the Golden Eagle 2001. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one then. I've never seen that.
Not familiar either. Everybody's saying what's up. You think I think he was the pimp.
Was a pimp.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
There you go. Sasha, yeah, started with the sleeves, but now he makes slip covers too. Yeah, he does excellent work, man. I'm sure he does. He will hook you up if you need one or whatever. But the thing is,
don't tell me that. Don't tell me that because I'll be blowing up his fucking Instagram.
Yeah. I think he's on Facebook. I think Sasha's on Facebook, but
okay.
He's just very particular about the rating codes. He's the guy I always say it. He imports the U.S. Arrow releases to the UK because he hates the fucking rating code, and I don't blame him.
Right.
It's horrible to see that.
Yeah.
But good Criterions and all that stuff. He's not much of a horror guy. Anthony's movies and more. Okay. I'm seeing Anthony, and then I see movies and more. Caveman movies and more. I was really glad that I got Huck to reach out to you for the intro video you did for the sci-fi stream. I was trying to get you on the trivia battle. Good job on your video. Cool. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Thank you, Caveman. Yeah, Huck reached out. He wanted me to take part in a trivia night that was having. There was a sci-fi one. But it was like I think it was like a Tuesday night at like midnight my time, and it just didn't work. So I said, you know what I mean? Thank you very much for the invite and everything, but I can't do it. And then within about an hour, he got back to me and said, listen, I really want you to do something for this sci-fi night we're having. Can you put something together for the Collectors Corner, Collectors Club that we have? I said, yeah, of course I can. So I filmed a bunch of shit out of this room, out of my sci-fi collection and stuff, and sent it over, just raw footage. He edited it all together and banged it on the show for me. So yeah, thank you very much. If it was you then, K-Man, that put it out, thank you very much, mate. Because like I say, it was cool. But they do want me on at some point. They're hosting a poster tournament. And they asked me would I be interested in doing a poster tournament. So I said, yeah, if it works with my schedule, and it's a Thursday night or something, I can do that.
Yeah. Tony's about 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So you're wondering why we're doing a stream at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. That's because we managed to get Tony on. So
yeah,
probably going to be the next top 5. Also, you'll see Tony on that. So that's a topic he'll be interested in.
It's got to be fucking weird then.
You would think. Trini said we had 2 channels back then, 2 and 13, and they signed off at midnight. Yep. Just went back to the attic.
Yeah. They always signed off at midnight here too.
Berkshire says, Bravo, Spider-Man 1980s at 3 a.m. I still have the VHS tape of them. Nice.
Very nice, mate. That's cool.
Chris C, yep, UHF with channels like 44, I9 Cal channels. God, these were the days. Were they though? Were they? I mean, just imagine.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
midnight. Your day's over. Whatever you do, get out a book or something. Before VHS players or anything, you've done with the entertainment tonight. It's over for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where a love of the kind of film I'm into came from. It came from TV. It came from late night TV, especially Friday and Saturday TV, maybe Sunday in the UK, because it ran a bit longer than midnight. So I would look in the TV guide and the film was coming up. I'd set my VCR to record. I'd get up in the morning and record. I would watch it. And I think that's how I came across a lot of the low budget sort of 80s shit that I'm into was from late night TV in the UK. Because they showed it in abundance.
Yeah. We had a show called Monster Vision here when I was growing up, and it would play a double feature. Joe Bob Briggs, his old show, it would play a double feature, and that's how I saw They Live and The Thing and a bunch of titles like that.
Yeah,
I used to watch Monster Vision all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one over
it was edited.
Yeah. I mean, everything was if it was edited for you can only imagine what it was like for us.
So, like with Monster Vision, if the first movie was long and it ran to past midnight, the second movie could go unedited. So Joe Bob Briggs would set it up that way if he could. He would play the longer film first. Like, let's say he was going to do Alien and then Aliens. Well, he would play Alien, of course. Well, of course you do it first anyway, but that would push it past midnight, and then Alien could go R-rated.
Yeah.
Because no kids are supposed to be up at that time anyway. That was the thought,
Yeah.
Then the parents thought, it's on TV, how bad could it be? Even though it's up late, but.
Yeah, like I said, we had ITV late night was the one for us. So if you see the promo for ITV late night, you always got a bit excited. And basically, it was a black cat walking on a brick wall. And once that logo came on, you knew some good shit was going to come out the back of it. And you get Hammer stuff, a lot of Hammer stuff. That's how I come across Hammer films. Was probably 12, 13 years old, where I was just recording films. I had no idea what they were. I was just recording films late at night, and I get up in the morning and I put them on a watch, and I watched a hell of a lot of Hammer stuff that way. It was on every other night, a Hammer film. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see the new Christopher Lee Severin set they're putting out?
I've not looked into it. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, Christopher Lee Curiosities. I don't know exactly what the hell it is, but it was just announced yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian says the TNA WCW wrestling on Friday night.
Yeah, I can remember WCW on a Friday night. Yeah.
I watched it on Mondays. It was the Monday night you would watch.
Yeah, for wrestling for us in the UK, we was always a week behind you guys. Okay. So we was, whether it was WWF or WCW, we was always a week behind.
Yeah. Sasha says reruns of Doc Martin and the like on
ITV2.
You have to know this guy to understand why it's funny. Like, I'm reading it and I'm hearing it as Sasha. So on ITV2, I personally haven't even turned my TV on in several years now.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha, man, I've never come across you before. Fellow Brit, you know what I mean? I've never come across you before. You're talking about Doc Martin on ITV2. We need together to do something, mate. We need to have a get together.
How many Criterions do you have in your collection, Tony?
About 4.
He has probably 4. Sasha probably has 4,000.
Then he's he drinks tea with a pinky finger, but I just drink out of a mug. You know what I mean? It's
out of a bucket.
Yeah, it's he's obviously got some style. I've got none. You know what I mean?
Got class.
Yeah.
He's got class. He's a good guy, man. A movie freak. Trini says, Brad, you tell me you don't watch The Young and the Restless. I think that's still going. I think it's a 30-year show.
Oh, it is.
Too. Yeah.
Fucking, even I know that one.
Yeah. Caveman, Trini, we had 4: NBC, ABC, CBS, and the Kentucky Education Television. That's an oxymoron. In the 80s, we got Fox around 82. Yeah, Fox had to change everything.
No, we have PBS, ABC, and CBS. And I remember when my local town got NBC, it was our channel 40. And I remember coming home from school that day, being so fucking excited. And I turned it on, there was a baseball game on, which was weird because we never got baseball at time of day. So I'm like, oh shit, we're big time. So I can remember getting NBC, and it was a big deal. So.
Yeah. Crusher says, I still like collecting movies on VHS, Beastmaster 2, not a Blu-ray release or even a DVD anywhere in the UK. Yeah, sooner or later that would be a Vinegar Syndrome or something.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, sure.
It's got to be. There we go. Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah. Sure. No idea who that is.
Good actor. The guy that we was talking about before played Doctor Who in the new Doctor Who series. He was also the militia guy at 28 Days Later.
Okay. Yeah.
That's him. He's a Mancunian. Like I say, he's not from too far from where I live.
He's a good actor. Played in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's played lots. Yeah.
Caveman. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Make sure you hit up Tony's channel.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Sasha says, We Own the Night, The Yards, and more are some James Gray films. Yeah, The Yards, Sasha, I hope you don't love it because I'm telling you right now, that's one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. I hated it. More. I mean, I'd rather staple my dick to a burning building than watch the fucking Yards again. That was fucking horrible, dude. I mean, it was nonsense. And you had all this talent. And the story.
But that cast should have been a banger, man.
Yeah.
And it just did not deliver at all. It was so fucking slow and so boring. No payoff.
James Caan just fucking walks around like he's lost the whole time. Like, what's this? What's going on? What is this? I don't know anything about it. Why did you even get James Caan for this? But yeah, We Own the Night's pretty good. Pretty good one with Joaquin Phoenix. Sean, Blu-ray Digital, yeah, the rating labels are irritating. Yeah, they really are.
I know you guys don't get it, but for me, having that BBFC logo on there, it's a bit of a nostalgia thing as well. You know what I mean? I personally don't mind it. I've been brought up with it. It's been there for predominantly most of my life. So
yeah,
there are worse ones. I mean, any German release you get, it's a big fucking blue square on it. Yep. On the face, they're huge. Yeah, Australians have a massive triangle, which is even worse than ours.
Well, luckily with the UK and Germany, most of the time the artwork is reversible.
Reverse.
And doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like I said, if you knew Sasha, you would get it, 100%. Sasha says, "Oh, by the way, it worked when you were talking about Stone Cold on the Kino sale. You said just buy the fucking movie. I did. I think you'll love it, dude.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, man, it's such a good one.
I don't know how anybody wouldn't love it.
Yeah, you'll feel your testosterone level go up 100% after watching.
Absolutely. You got to clean up on aisle 5. It's an 80s movie they made in the 90s.
90s. Yep.
I mean, that's 100% an 80s movie. You know, even though it's a 90s movie. At the ending of just watch it, man. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Allie, what's going on?
Hello, Allie. Hello.
What's up, Allie?
Man, Lamont Sorority Babes, the slime ball Orama on Monster Vision. Yeah, that's a big favorite of Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah,
that's the one with the it's like a genie troll thing or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's called something else in the UK. That
it's a full moon movie.
Yeah.
Caveman Huck was asking for new people that were into sci-fi related. You were the first person I thought of. I told him if the slate was full, but you were available to take a spot. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Much appreciated.
That's how it all happens. Sasha says, I wasn't allowed to watch either Blackadder or The Young Ones when I was a child. Too mature for me.
Two great shows. So go on, man, you're on.
I was just saying, I used to watch the Young Ones on Showtime. They used to play the Young Ones on Showtime late at night. That's how I got introduced to that show. It was like I used to watch it quite often. Yeah, pretty fun show.
Brilliant show.
Yeah.
So if go on.
Well, there's a guy. I was going to say it's a show. I can't think of it. It's like Pete in real life or something like that. I don't remember the name of the character, but it's the guy from Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. You Got Red on You. That kid. He grew up to be an actor. He had a show a short time in the UK where they're kind of like watching his life and they kind of keep score and everything. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was really good. It was actually it was on like Access TV. It was a UK show. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. I guess they probably couldn't keep him because he was doing like, you know, big Hollywood movies and stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
But it's it would have been in the last 10 years or so, something like that.
Right. So if you were allowed to watch Blackadder or the young ones, you must be a little bit younger than me then, Sasha.
Now he's probably about your age.
Really?
Yeah, probably close to it. I would say, I don't know exactly how old Sasha is, but he's probably close to your age. Somewhere between mine and your age, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
But Blackadder's brilliant. You can't go wrong with Blackadder.
Blackadder. Sasha says only 300 Criterions.
300.
I
can't find 300 fucking. I can only just find 4 titles on the Criterion.
Yeah, I have 10
that I want. There's just nothing. It's all way too fucking sophisticated for my taste.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's.
Yeah.
I have a few more. I got about 30 probably, but yeah, I had to really search for those.
Yeah.
I've got Jabberwocky, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, The Brood. I've got one more as well, wasn't it?
I'm kind of amazed you didn't get the Second Sight Brood.
Yeah, well, I already had that, so you know what I mean. It's I didn't bother. But it was nice to see him release Fast Times. That was cool.
I mean, as much shit as I give Criterion, they're having a great year, a really good year for releases right now. Their September stuff, I can't wait to get.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is with Criterion in the UK, we only get probably a third of what you guys get in the US. We get very little of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do get is not the stuff that I'm into. So we never got the Criterion edition of Breakfast Club. We didn't get what was the other one that came out?
Armageddon.
No.
That's all the one that really fucking matters.
Yeah. I can't think which one it was. But no, I mean, Fast Times was cool that they brought that out. I would pick, I would pick up Night of the Living Dead, but it fucking bugs me that it's on one of those cardboard digipacks.
The new 4K is not.
The 4K is on a regular case.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they put out one of the last ones, a Terry Gilliam film. What the hell? The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. That'll probably be the only other one that I do pick up from them recently. I did own The Blob, and after watching it again, I've not watched it for years. I forgot how much I fucking hated that film.
I bought that not the last sale, but the sale before. I haven't watched it yet. I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I haven't rewatched it. So
they did a really good job on it. It looks fantastic. But it's shit. You know, Steve McQueen's fucking terrible in it, and you know what I mean. It's so I got rid of that one, but
yeah, eventually I'll pick up that Blob, but I'm not. It's not like I'm going, oh my god, I have to have the original Blob. I like the remake more, obviously.
I think the remake's probably one of the best remakes that was ever done.
Yeah. Texas. It's Peter Cushing. Oh, it's Peter Cushing, not Christopher Lee.
All right, cool.
They're like brothers.
Yeah, they might as well be.
What did you tell me? They had a fucking antique shop.
Antique shop. Yeah, they owned an antique shop together. Yeah.
Anthony's like, it was probably a fucking opium den full of
front for an opium den and a fucking brothel.
Yeah.
But no, two great guys, two fantastic guys. Both did some fantastic films.
Yeah. Me and Lamont, I've got about 30 Criterion films. Used to get them on discount at local Barnes and Noble. Yeah, still can.
Yeah.
It's very
That's
rare
the
they're
only
on
time I ever
sale
buy them
over
is
here.
during the sales.
They're on
Yeah, it's
sale
ve-
twice a year here, 2 times,
Mm.
summer and fall. Or spring.
Yeah, I think
summer and fall.
I think you might get it. Yeah, once a year here, but only selected titles are ever on sale. It's probably about 20.
Yeah,
and it's the stuff that always goes on sale. You know what I mean? The older titles.
It's every title goes on sale, but they go from being, $29.99. It's half off MSRP. So like a 4K, the MSRP is $49.99. They're $25 on sale, but normally they're around $30. For a 4K, $29.99 will go down $5. So they don't really ever.
They had quite a few for $19.99.
Yeah.
The Blu-rays
are $19.99.
Older releases.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying what's up. Eccleston was in the new Doctor Who series before he got bad.
Yeah. He was the first Doctor on the comeback.
Everybody's saying, hey. Manny Lamont, James Conn was in the small apartments as an old angry man. Now that sounds good. Sasha says, what's the name of your UK friend? Sorry, I don't know his name. I'll subscribe now. Masters of the 80s.
That's his me.
You can't miss him.
It's a channel full of biz.
Yeah.
Cool.
He said, Sasha
nice.
The Young Ones was filmed.
Nice. Sean Thingy was filming around the other day, wasn't it, for an episode of Sean, what's the guy's bloody surname? Horror's Hollow Grounds.
Oh yeah, Sean. The guy with the black, jet black right here, whatever. Sean.
Yeah, he Sean Clark. He did a filming for his channel the other day of the original Young Ones house.
He says Nick Frost. So we were probably trying to come up with a name. It wasn't Nick Frost. It was in Shaun of the Dead. The kid who says,
you've got rid of
you. He grew up. He's been in a lot of Hollywood movies. He came over here. He had a show. Again, I can't think of the fucking name. It was like Pete versus Life or something like that. A British show. It was pretty good. It would help if I knew the fucking actor's name, but I don't. He was in Prometheus. He was in Prometheus as the, one of the actors in it. I don't remember if he was British in that or not. A lot of times he doesn't play British.
Yeah.
Crusher says Stone Cold Brian Bosworth is a great action movie 101 as it's on Blu-ray.
Yep.
But it's also
it's called Pete versus Life.
Pete versus Life. That's it.
Sorry to cut you off. No.
No extra stuff. I have to get my 4 upgrade now.
Yeah, that's the only thing with the release. The 101 release is pretty decent. Yeah, but like I said, there's no real extras on it.
Yeah, the US release does have quite a bit on it. Or this second US release, it's not the I'm sure I got it here. I would think. It's a whole pile of shit over here. Yeah. I'll check it out here in a second. But yeah, the Olive Films, it didn't have shit on it either. So this is a lot better. Hey, K, what's your favorite Elm Street movie?
3, possibly 4, depending on what day of the week it is. Yeah.
Yeah, probably 3 for me. I still love the first one. I'm starting to watch those with my wife for the first time with her. She's never seen them, and we just finished part 2. And I've always had kind of a soft spot for part 2, whatever. But after watching it again for the first time in probably 3 or 4 years, it didn't hold up as good as I remember it holding up. I still like part 2, but it wasn't as good as I remember. I mean, it's a little more campy. You got the flying bird exploding and shit like that.
Yeah.
Clu Gallagher's great, and I love Clu Gallagher's kind of offbeat kind of humor a little bit. But probably part 3 overall is my favorite one. So
I'd have to rewatch them. I think there's one towards the back where they're in a school. I always remember liking, but yeah,
part 2 was the funnest theater experience of any of them. I seen that in opening night packed theater. It was a fucking blast. You couldn't even hear the scream. Everybody was screaming so much. Every time when you first see Freddy's glove driving the school bus, the opening shot, everybody lost their fucking mind, and the whole movie was like. And so that was a really fun theater experience. But 3 is the best film, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Sasha, this won't surprise, but I get U.S. Criterions, not the UK ones. No ratings on the disc. I do have maybe 10 UK ones. It doesn't surprise me at all. 10 out of the 300 are UK.
I didn't think the UK releases had BBFC logos on them.
I think he said I think he said it's on the disc. The disc
All right.
Which the disc
Shit,
art
man. If that bothers you, you don't even see it 9 times out of the 10.
Yep. Yep. You get it.
Okay, now.
Sasha Blowout, a great Brian De Palma film on Criterion, my favorite from him. Man, I'm a body double guy. I like body double a lot, and it hasn't come out who's doing that 4K. If it's Criterion or Kino or any, could be either really, or could be a studio release. Trini, Criterion, never heard of her, right? Anthony, what's up, man? There's a few good British actors out there. Yeah.
Yes, there is.
What's up, Anthony?
Well, the trouble is sometimes it's like, I'm not British, I'm Welsh. I'm bloody fucking Welsh. You sound exactly the same to me, but but I mean, it would be like somebody confusing a Canadian for an American.
Yeah.
Either way, that's fighting words. The Americans are going the whole time, no, that's a fucking Canadian, not an American. And the Canadians are going, no, I'm fucking Canadian, I'm not American. We're both going, yeah, fuck you. What he said. Rafe Spall, Tim Spall's son. Again, I'm terrible with actors' names. I've always been that way. I just when I'm describing the WTF, I would say the lead girl or her character names. I'm horrible with actors' names.
I'm crap with names.
Just saying, what's up, Trini? Yeah, Mr. Criterion. Just saying, what's going on? Almost to the chat here. Anthony's Hormore, Dream Child is great, and all you fucking know it. You all fucking know it. Again, they all run together for me. More than any other franchise. I guess it's because it's the exact same actor, the same mask and everything. Like it just for whatever reason, they all run right together for me. Where like every Friday the 13th is different to me. Yeah, Sasha, there's a reason why Alan doesn't want to watch your stuff. Because he'll see those clips and inserts, and before you know it, it'll be like, hey man, what?
Brad showed me a couple videos, and I was like, oh dude, I wonder if does he sell these things?
I said,
you better. I got some shit I need.
He just did a taxi driver slip that was pretty cool.
That's the one you showed me. Yeah, it looked badass. Yeah.
Everybody's saying, hey. Allie, I'm great with names and actors, Brad. I got you. Yeah. It's lost on me. You could say it was this guy or that guy. It never works. That's why I watch too much shit. Rafe Spall's the one who said you've got rated on you. Okay. Rafe Spall, that's the guy I've been thinking of. Yeah. Been a lot of stuff. He plays American a lot anymore. All right. This is that Stone Cold release. I just wanted to see what the special features were. Audio commentary with an action film historian couple. I don't know who they are. The Boz Goes to Hollywood. Brian Bosworth interview. I wonder if that's new. I haven't checked this out yet. The Brotherhood interview with Lance Henderson. That would be cool. Breaking Free interview with actress Arabella something. Probably the stripper in this. Playing Straight, another interview with Sam McMurray. So not really much on this, just a few new interviews, no documentary or anything like that. But I would love to have had some kind of retrospective about this movie and how it did somehow get missed and everything. But yeah, this is a winner, man.
Yeah, because Brian Bosworth has time. I mean, he done shit in 15 years. He did that and a couple other shitty movies, and that was it.
This was it. This was the big one.
Yeah.
And he does well in it. This was that Criterion I was telling you about. It's the new Night of the Living Dead.
Cool.
It comes in an Amaray now. It's a 4K, but 3 discs. I think it's 3 discs. Yeah, it's 3 discs. It comes with a poster and shit. But it's pretty good, man. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so I've been ordering from this company, Rare Waves, over in the UK, periodically when they have sales. These were less than $8 a piece. Ordered 3. The third one hasn't made it in yet. They send them individually for some reason, but this movie is called A Prophet. I think this is a French crime movie. I have heard a lot about this over the years. People recommended it to me. I'm really into crime movies. Don't know anything about it other than just a little bit. I looked into it, and like I said, it was $8. Wanted to definitely check it out. Pretty good features on it. You know anything about this company? It's called Optimum Home.
Yeah, they are. I've got quite a few of them. I'm sure they are a subsidiary of Studio Canal.
Yeah. Okay, but these are pretty cheap, like I said, and a lot of these don't have Blu-rays in the US that they have at Optimum Home. So I've been getting a lot of those lately.
Yeah, I've quite a few of those stuff. If I dig around, there's a lot of titles in the UK have been released under that.
And
but I'm sure it's something to do with Studio Canal.
Scans are good. I've never had any issues with them. This one doesn't have a ton of extras on it, but there's no US Blu-ray of this one. It's called The Loved Ones. I've been recommended this a million times by a bunch of people. I hear it's really good. Another Optimum Home release. Like I said, interviews, cast and director, behind the terror B-roll footage. Not much in the way of extras, but definitely been wanting to check it out. The Loved Ones. Again, this was actually I have the thing here. $8.30 shipped from the UK.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to get your credit card number. Put it back up there.
This next one, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, but if it's like in kind to the genre that I like, but I liked it enough to get it. Plus, I wanted to support the company. I'm a big fan of this company, but it's The Sadness Blu-ray standard edition from
it's a great fucking movie
from Raven Banner. Of course, it's not going to fucking focus on Raven Banner, but they're a great little company out of Canada. Really great to deal with. Nice guys. If there's any kind of issues, no problem. Order direct from them. But this is it's a wannabe Cat 3. That's the best way I would describe it. It doesn't hit really for me. But again, I don't want to sound like an old fucking one of these old bastards. Like, it ain't the 80s. That ain't an 80s horror movie. Like gay shit. But this, like, what I know about Taiwan is made in Taiwan. My brother-in-law's brother lives there. They're more like South Koreans than they are like Chinese, and they want to be Japanese. So you have this weird culture. They're Chinese people that don't like the Chinese. They worship the Japanese, but they really are more like South Korean people. So when I watch this movie, it feels like a South Korean attempt at a Cat 3. And, it's still good. It's just, the comparisons to Cat 3, it doesn't have the sludge, the ooze that is a Cat 3, in my opinion. It's like they're trying. They're going out of the way to do things that, at the end of the day, the characters in Cat 3 movies are still human. And they wouldn't do things just to do them. There would be an actual reason behind them,
Put me fucking big screen. That movie's badass. Don't listen to that movie's badass.
If I'm gonna rip somebody's head off,
badass.
If I'm gonna stomp their head in with a card table, their head just happens to fall off. They don't just keep going until the head comes off. It's crime based at the end of the day. This is just like I said, it's a try hard attempt at a Cat 3. It doesn't quite get it. I still liked it enough to own it. But for the people out there comparing these to Cat 3s, you need to go back to the 90s and watch real Cat 3s, because this is a shell of those. This is another movie I didn't particularly care for, but I want to collect basically every French horror movie from this time frame, and this is a big one, an important one. But it's Martyrs. The Umbrella edition, Beyond Genres. Finally picked it up. Been waiting forever. Not really that interested in seeing it again. I think it's kind of the lower end of the French horror craze during this time. Still a good movie, but I think it's trying a little too hard. But High Tension, Inside, Frontiers, Martyrs, these were all part of that mid 2000s horror craze that they had, and they really did a good job with them. This is a really, really dark movie. Like I said, it just seems like some of it was just like, we need a scene where this happens. We need a scene where that happens. It didn't seem like it was connected very, very well.
Is that called Martyrs or Martyrs? I always thought it was Martyrs.
I always heard Martyrs.
Always said.
But it's French. What does it matter? And this one, I haven't opened it yet. So let me get hang on, stand by. This is a movie I'm a big fan of. I've double dipped on it. I'm not big on double dipping, but I'm retarded, so I had to do it apparently. I did not need to get this, but I definitely wanted it. This is the granddaddy of all the Cat 3s. It's not the first one. It's just the best one. It's the Untold Story limited edition from 88
Cool.
Films. Like I said, it may be the best. Probably not my favorite, but it's probably the best Cat 3 you'll ever see. Story wise.
Does it have that 90-minute documentary on there as well?
I don't think it does. I'd have to. I'm pretty sure me and Chuck talked about it, and I don't think there's really anything over the other one other than maybe a new scan. I think that might have been it, the 88 film scan, but I'm not sure. Pull this. The actual.
Did you buy that? Did you buy that one direct from 88?
No, I don't think so. It's been sitting here for a few weeks. But I wanted to. I have all the other Cat 3 limited editions from 88, and they all have the Cat 3 logo on the spine, and they're all like a. How's that sound, Alan? Is that the right noise or?
That's the right noise.
That's legit.
That passes.
That's legit. The standard MRA in here. Plus, there's a poster and shit. I'm gonna see what this looks like. It's the original poster art. Get this back in here without ripping it. It's the original poster art. These are a lot of fun. And again,
that was a great movie.
Cat 3 on the spine there. I think there's a poster in here. Full-size poster. These must be art cards. Oh, it's a booklet. Yeah. A booklet I'll never read. But yeah, that was that's the last of the imports I got in. At least for now. I expect there'll be some more, but if you guys aren't checking out the Rare Waves and you've got a stack of imports that you need to pick out, you're missing out. Because like I said, they ship to the U.S. really cheap, and they're all Region B. But
they're a cool company. They have an eBay page as well.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. If you just want to order one title, but you can get them cheaper if you order direct from their site.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, where are we at here? Baseball. Sasha, I just made nice slips for the Terminator and Point Break.
Yeah. I need both of those. So make a nice slip for Jaws and for Armageddon, please.
The Armageddon, the Armageddon Blu-ray standard MRA. Sasha says, Un Prophet is fantastic. I have the U.S. edition. I had some extras. I didn't even know if it had a U.S. edition.
I want to check that out. Made a note of it.
I have not seen it.
I also want to watch Loved Ones.
Loved Ones, yeah. I'm glad to get it in. Allie recommended it. A few other people recommended it.
I think Anthony did a review of it, I think.
Yeah, he did. Anthony Zorn-Moore did a review of it. Manny Lamont said The Sadness had decent gore. Yeah, it had gore. Like I said, it's just they should have never brought up that Cat 3 thing, or it wouldn't have been so. It's a Korean movie, essentially a Korean movie with added gore. That's the way I felt about it. But don't ask me. A lot of people like that movie, and I like it. I don't hate it. I'm just
I enjoy the hell out of it.
Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. Don't say Cat 3 unless it's fucking Cat 3, because that ain't no Cat 3. Anthony's Horror More, another French movie. What is with the French movies always having the gay rave parties? Okay, well these don't. These don't. The Titan does, and Raw does, but that's the later genre. That's before they were pussies. Sasha, I have a friend, King Needs Gore, has a Spanish Blu-ray of Inside filled with Spanish text, of course. So I created a U.S. style custom sleeve for at his request. That's nice. So he does take requests.
Nice.
This is dangerous. Yeah, I had that.
I'm closing my ears. I don't need to, because he's not going to like me after about 6 months.
Yeah.
Please, he'll block me on every social media aspect.
Go ahead and block him now. Save the time. But yeah, I have that same Spanish Blu-ray Inside. It's like a MOD. It's really solid for what it is. But yeah, I'd love to see a 4K or something. 88 film, somebody do that. That'd be great. Sasha said, I even added a tagline. If you need gore, then this is the film for you, to the back of. Yeah, he loves that. Yeah, it's a winner, man. Inside's great. Caveman Movies More. Need a Cloak and Dagger slip. You mean like the Vinegar Syndrome Cloak and Dagger? I think that came with a slip.
It came with that big box, whatever. I think he might have got the standard.
Yeah.
It might have just been a case.
Yeah.
The slip for that one looks like an old Atari 2600 box. So you obviously got the big outer case, hadn't you, with the magnetic clasp on it. And then when you opened it, the disc inside was in a slip that looked like a 2600 Atari case.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's good. I've got it up there, Cloak and Dagger.
Wild Wrangler, what's going on, man?
Hey, man.
No worries.
What's up, man?
Sasha says Rust and Bone, really good, really powerful French film from the director of Unprofit. Yeah, I got to check out this Unprofit. It sounds pretty good. Big fan of crime movies, and it sounds like it's pretty solid. Pretty saying, hey, Wrangler. Yeah, that's all we got in. That's all I got in, and we just figured we'd jump on. We all kind of have busy weekends coming up, and get these knocked out, and go from there. Alan just put out a new haul video for his. Well, it's not a haul; it's unboxing for the Office Space set that he got in.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I got my fucking coffee mug in.
It's a good video too. Alan edited the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
he was just throwing in all the fucking clips and shit.
I fucked up a lot in that video too, but they usually do the best. The
Yeah.
more I fuck up, the better they do for some reason.
yeah.
It's like watching the Three Stooges.
And Tony just hit 900 subscribers on his channel. He's on his way
Yeah.
to marching
That's
forward.
awesome, man.
Yeah, we're creeping up slowly. I mean, I think of this morning I was at 920, so it's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
You'll hit that magic number soon, man.
Yep.
Yeah, when I do, I'll do something a little special for it. We'll do a live stream and invite a load of people in and have a look at some stuff and have a chat and that.
It'd be great.
Right on. All right, let's run off the chat and get the hell out of here. Caveman, Amazon showed a slip, but didn't come with it. Damn, that sucks. Wrangler, everybody's saying hit Wrangler. Sasha, actually, in all seriousness, looking to get into legalities of making my own website, sell sleeves. You would do well at it. Trust me when I tell you, people would buy them. There's a guy over here that sells slips and stuff like that, and does pretty well. And I think your stuff's right up there with his. Everybody's saying hey to Trini. Trini, I have 3 copies of Rust and Bones. I need help. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I got to check that out.
I feel you, man.
Of it. But yeah, that's the stream. We got it under 2 hours, but we got more coming up. We got more top 5s and all kinds of other crazy shit coming up. But yeah, you just stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys later on.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
Take care.
Yeah.
See y'all soon.
Wow, this has just been such a pleasure. I'm such a lucky boy. I can't wait to go home and park myself in front of the TV and watch all this. And yeah, it's been a thrill. So sayonara.